Evening all. I thought I'd do a quick video. I haven't done one for a while, so here we go. The Z's just about to start coming to pieces again. Let's see how long this video lasts as well. My camera seems to keep crashing after a few minutes, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, the Z's going to come apart. The rear end is going to be taken out. I don't know if I can show you in there. You might be able to see in there. There you go, you might be able to see it. Essentially all the paint is starting to peel off the swing arm, so I'm going to get the swing arm recoated. It's had to wait up until now because I've had this to fix. So this is my hypermotard. It's quite extensively modified. As you can see, the whole rear end is different, exhaust pipe's different, shock's different, engine's been recoated. Pretty well, most of the whole bike's been recoated actually when it was apart because probably about 18 months ago the crank seized on it, so the engine's been completely rebuilt. Recently, in the last few weeks, the starter sprag clutch has gone on it, so the whole side's been off the engine where I've been learning how the sprag clutch mechanism works. So that's all now fixed and back together. Went out for a test ride today and it's good. The reason I've not done the Z is because this needed doing first, because essentially it only started 50% of the time, but now that's now fixed. So it's running beautifully. It's going to get a clutch service tomorrow because it's got a dry slipper clutch, requires a lot of servicing, so it has to be done every 1,000 miles or so. It's all it all has to be stripped out, cleaned, lubed and put back together with lithium grease. So that's tomorrow's job. Once that is done, then all that's coming out. So the whole back end's going to come out if I can will myself to do it. So that's tomorrow's job. And also this needs a bit of a clean, which is my other bike. These are my 3 bikes. I don't know if some of you saw actually in the last video that I had a KTM that's now gone. That was my 4th bike, which I promised my wife I would sell about 5 years ago. A month later when I bought that, so it's now gone, the KTM has. So it gives me a little bit more room in the garage, and this is kind of my suspension steed. I'm learning all about suspension by adjusting this. If you want me to do any detailed videos about what all the modifications that have been done to this, like the Z1000, then I'm quite happy to. The RSV is an old pre-APRC one, so it's not an electronically infested one, but it's had a fair bit done to it, but I've tried to keep it as standard looking as possible. And again, it's had quite a lot of stuff done under the hood, but it's one of those things where I probably have to go through it bit by bit, like I did in the other videos where I kind of section a video off and talk about a certain thing, as it were. So I can talk about that if you want, quite happily. This will probably require quite a bit of talking about because there's been so much stuff done to it. But anyway, so what I'll do is when this comes apart and I get the swing arm out, I'll do a video with it all apart. I must admit I haven't got any, as I've said before, I know nothing about video editing, so what I'll do is I'll probably just do a quick video when it's all in pieces and the swing arm's out. But I mean, it's a swing arm, it's very easy. It's very easy, sort of easy stuff to do. So there you go. So that's it's all running fine otherwise. Just trying to get the coating done before the summer comes, and it's being used all the time, which will give me an excuse as well to, I think the rear tyre's on its way out now as well, so I'll be getting a new set of tyres while it's apart. But there you go. So another video will be coming soon. Cheers.